Hi, this is Samantha Mann in Discussion Board 2, Chapters 6 through 9 in our data analysis book. So Chapter 6 starts out with what are our processes, school process data. So our processes are our curriculum, it's our assessment practices, programs, it's how we work. It's what we're doing in our schools, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, planned or not planned. And these things can help or hinder our progress. So there's 4 different types of these processes. There's instructional, organizational, administrator, and continuous school improvement processes. And the book talks about going to analyze that data and some of the steps going in. But something that stuck out to me in Chapter 6 was under the measurement of system level process. It's if school staff do not know where they are in the process, and if they do not know they are making progress, they tend to end their school improvement process within 2 years. So as future administrators, I think that's something important to always stay updated with our staff, to know where they are and what they need to do, and praising and their progress and keeping them motivated to continue that school improvement. In Chapter 7, it goes to looking across the data and how did we get to where we are. So it starts with an in-depth appraisal of the 4 types of data, which gives a story of the school. And it says that it guarantees that issues will show up in demographics, perceptions, and school processes that can explain how a school is getting the results they're getting in student learning. And then it talks about how to look across that data and create some data profiles for each of the 4 types, and going through these different steps to do profiles of these datas. And that wraps up Chapter 7. Chapter 8 is what is working and what is not working, delving deeper into the data. So it's learning more about what to do differently to get different results. And it talks about using the data to look at these intersections. There's a figure 8.1 that has the summary of data intersections and how you can compound the data using specific questions from each of the 4 types of data to get a more in-depth look of what's going on. And there's different ways to vary all of those so that you get a deeper understanding of what's going on. When you are asking these questions with the intersection, you're going to come across different problems, and it talks about the problem solving cycle and some steps that go in there. I'm not going to go over all the steps, but I wanted to point out that in one of the steps it says that staff, after you've identified the problem, step 2 is to have staff members brainstorm at least 20 reasons they believe the problem exists. And this takes me back to when we're learning, we always want our kids to be able to explain things in several different ways so that we ensure their learning. Well, this is pretty similar to that in my thought process of, trying to figure out why this problem exists. What could it be? Could it be attendance? Could it be behavior problems? Could it be whatever it is? But coming up with 20 different reasons and analyzing all of those to show what we need to improve to get our intended results. And from there also, after, looking at those intersections, do some stuff to prevent further failures and setting up early warning systems to predict those potential failures and turn it around to ensure success. And that wraps up Chapter 8. So Chapter 9. Where do we want to be? Creating a shared vision and monitoring its implementation. So something it pointed out that is if a school does not have a clear shared vision It has as many visions as it does people, which results in the scattered acts of random trying to improve. So it's very important for inspiring a shared vision that everybody agrees on, and it talks about or it goes through the 13 steps in pages 118 through 125 to create that shared vision, and that's what wraps up chapter 9. Thank you.